Hi, welcome to Caribou Country Lifestyle. My name is Cheryl. Today I'm going to be dumping out another variety of potatoes that I've been growing in pig feed bags. This variety is the Yukon Gold. They're a mid to late season variety, and we're going to see how they weathered over this season. I'm just going to grab, I have a sifter here. My husband told me that I should use this, and my dad actually made this years ago, and it's probably about 2 feet by, I don't know, 3.5, 3.5 feet, probably 3 feet. And it has the hardware cloth that has been nailed to the bottom of that, and that's a 1/2 inch spacing of the holes in the hardware cloth. So I'm going to dump the bag of potatoes onto the hardware cloth, and then I'll sift it through. I've also got my basket for my potatoes, and we'll see how each of the different types of soil in the potatoes did. First, I'm going to start with the one in the front, and this is just straight garden soil. I'm just going to take out all these weeds and potato top plants. This is a little heavier, probably because it's so wet. And I'm just going to dump out the whole thing because I don't have to do it in stages with having this hardware cloth to dump into. There's another chunk of potato plant. This is really wet. See what we got. Okay. Oh, there's one. Get my basket. This will make things a lot easier with this hardware cloth. Got another one. Getting a few. They're still pretty small. They'll be good for roasted potatoes, that's for sure. Okay. And all I have to do is just push this dirt through, take out all the things that I don't want to have in here. Got some of the roots and the plant stem. Just going to put this down until I can. There's another one. And yeah, that's all I have to do is just push this dirt through, and it'll go right through those holes and right into my wheelbarrow. Got a few. My son just called me, my oldest son, Kevin, and he went grouse hunting this morning, and he says he has some grouse he's going to be dropping off to me. We like to make, we fry up the grouse, and we do a cream of mushroom soup on it, and then I bake it in the oven, and then I would put that over rice with the grouse and the cream of mushroom soup. And you could, what would be nice too is you could even chop that grouse up into little pieces. And if you've never had grouse, it's just like eating chicken, just on a smaller scale. But he said that these ones were pretty big. So he's giving us 4 grouse, and what they clean them and everything, because I don't do a whole heck of a lot of hunting. I'm actually not one for hunting. I have no problem cooking the food, but I do not want to hunt. That is not for me. And he learned that from his dad, which is my ex-husband. And his dad is an avid hunter and grew up here in the Caribou, so it's a big thing for people to go hunting in this area. I grew up in Regina, Saskatchewan, and then I moved to Salmon Arm, and my parents were none of them were hunters. I mean, they would eat the meat if somebody gave that to them. They had no problem eating it, but they didn't hunt for themselves. That was like asparagus. I had never had asparagus until I moved to the Caribou. And I had it over at a friend's, and I'm like, this is amazing. Like my parents, I think it was because asparagus was expensive. And they definitely watched how they spent their money. And I think that was a lot of the reason why we never had asparagus when we were growing up, because that was expensive. So now all I have left in here is a lot of big chunks of trees, sticks, branches, rocks, pine cones, and I'm just going to dump this into a bucket because I don't even want to have this here go back into my soil. And sticks and everything. I'm just going to bang it down to the corner so that it doesn't end up all over the place. I don't want it in the grass. There. And I'll just put this back on top. Next is the garden soil and compost. Take out these plant tops and any weeds. Let's see what we have with compost and garden soil. Potatoes are bigger. That seems to be the thing. The potatoes are bigger. So look at this one already. Like that's way bigger than those other ones. Okay, let's put those in there. See quite a few in here. I mean, we still have our share of little tiny ones, but definitely bigger. Got some definite bigger ones in here. It's amazing the difference that some really nice soil and compost can make. I've got a piece of tarp. I'll put that in my bucket. It makes a difference on when you got some really nice soil with compost, what kind of results you can get out of there. So again, I'm gonna sift this through. Got a big rock in there. And I still have a lot of little ones, but this bucket's already fuller than the last one. Those little ones, like I say, they're great for when you roast them. You don't even have to cut them. I got a lot of little ones in here. I mean, I had some nice big ones, but I got a lot of little ones too. But there's definitely more, by far, in this one. There's a rotten, that was probably my seed, one of my seed potatoes. think we've got most of them out. I haven't seen too many more. Oh, there's another eeny weeny one. I wonder if any of the really small ones fall through the holes in this sifter. I like the idea of sifting this and getting the stuff that you don't want put back into your soil, because I plan on reusing this soil. Whoops, there's another one. I will use it for something else. If Jamie ends up building me a raised bed here to plant my potatoes in, I would definitely use this for that and fill it up with it. The last bags of potatoes that I emptied, I actually dumped all of that soil that was from those bags. I dumped it out of the wheelbarrow and I put it into buckets, 5-gallon buckets. Because I figured, well, if he ends up building me that raised bed, I don't know if he's going to do it anytime soon. I might have to wait until the spring. I gotta go on his time frame. So you just never know how quickly these things are gonna get done. There's another, it's a chunk of plastic. I'll put that in this bucket of the garbage that I don't want going back into my soil. Because I don't want rocks or these pine cones or big large sticks. So the rest of this is pretty much not what I want. There's pieces of plastic. So let's dump this out. I'll dump that out. Dump this into my bucket of the unwanted. Try not to hit it too hard so I'm not bouncing it right out onto my grass. Okay, bang the bottom. Okay, next, well, this is really nice. Now that I've sifted it, whew, that feels so nice and light. I should have did that with the other ones. I still can. Before I put it in, if he builds me a raised bed and before I even put it into, I can dump each of one of those 5-gallon buckets into this, sift it around, and I'll be golden. Okay, I'm just gonna spread this out because I still have one more bag to put in here. Okay, last bag. This is straight compost. Get my plants out. Hi, Buzz. You come to help? Okay. Got the plants out. Got a potato right on the very top. Okay, straight compost is next. I'll put this potato right in there. Let's see what we got. Whoa! I made a mess. I dumped it over the side. Wasn't too bad. Let's see what we get. I'm gonna spread these out a little bit better. Again, wow, look at that funky potato. It's like 2 potatoes in one. 3 potatoes in one, a big one and 2 little babies attached to it. We got some funky potatoes growing in here. That's what we got. Holy, look at this. There's like 2 potatoes. This looks like 2 potatoes growing together. We got some funky potatoes. Again, that's hilarious. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Okay, a regular one. There's another regular one. Not a lot of little eeny weeny ones though. These ones are really nice and clean, that are the ones in with the compost. Really nice and clean. I don't have a lot of dirt hanging onto them. Okay, I'll sift this through because I think that's it for these ones. Oh, there's a pit. It looks like a peach pit. The things you can find when you are using your compost and you put everything in there. I don't know how we end up with so many pine cones in our compost. Well, actually, that's a lie. Our compost, we have fir trees all over that compost pile. So they could just as easily drop in there. Plus, when I'm mowing the lawn, there's a lot of pine cones that the lawnmower is picking up, and Jamie's just dumping. Oh, there's a chunk of plastic. I don't want that. Jamie just dumps the grass clippings right into the compost. He's not picking out everything and sifting through the grass clippings. Like, that would be ridiculous. Would be his theory. He would never do that. Okay. That is it. We have no more potatoes. I looked at my 10-day forecast, and we actually aren't going to get any lower. Last night it was 1 degree, and I was a little nervous about that because I still have zucchinis, tomato plants, pepper plants, cucumber plants still in my garden, but they seem to be doing pretty good. It's just past lunch now, and I haven't noticed anything totally wilted off and dying. So I'll have to take a better look in the garden once I'm finished with this. But our highs, it's going to be 20 degrees Celsius on Saturday and Sunday next weekend. Like, that's amazing. I am so happy about that. So I'm keeping things in the garden because I still have peppers and tomatoes ripening in the garden, and I'm just going to keep them in there for as long as I can. Give this a good shake. So here we have it. This little tiny amount, straight garden soil. This next one, compost and garden soil. And those really nice clean doubled potatoes is straight compost. So again, compost and garden soil is the way to go. So I don't know if you enjoy just seeing what happens when you kind of do little experiments with gardening. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, throw a like in there. And if you haven't subscribed, you might want to subscribe because I got lots more videos going on. The gardening season isn't over with yet. And I can tell you right now, I'm going to be sad when it is. So thanks for joining me, and we'll talk again soon. Bye for now.